Mods. Modding is one of the many great things about PC gaming. A mod, short for modification, is content generated by fans using tools released by developers for us to play around with. They can be something as small and simple as removing a weight limit for your inventory for those who seek an easier gameplay experience. They can improve the graphics of a game, or they can be a new game entirely. Titan XCIX, which means 99 in Roman numerals, is a mod for Half-Life 2 that requires owning Episode 2 as well. While most Half-Life 2 mods end up being boring multiplayer shooters with non-existent communities that take years to get out of beta and sometimes never get finished at all, there are still several high-quality single-player experiences out there. Most of these single-player mods seem to be just a continuation of the Half-Life universe. While there's nothing wrong with that, it is refreshing to see a mod that has absolutely nothing to do with Half-Life at all, and as a matter of fact creates its own fiction with its own history. Titan XCIX is a first-person puzzle adventure game single-handedly developed by Robin Mold, who has been working on it for over 2 years. Part 1 was just released on September 10th. It took me around 2 hours and 15 minutes to play through it, and because of its short length, I'll mostly be showing you the early parts of the game, so I won't ruin the story or the puzzles for you. In Titan XCIX, during an event known as First Contact, humanity came across another species that are a long-lost offshoot of humans, known as Vagrants. Vagrants look very similar to humans, except they have some sort of weird tattoo on their neck. Unfortunately for humans, the Vagrants unknowingly carried diseases with them that were completely foreign to the human immune system. As a result, humanity is almost wiped out. Ridden by guilt, the Vagrants collect what's left of the human civilization and integrate them to their world, trying to offer them a better life. Over the years, however, prejudice begins to build up, and humans end up living in slums, only being able to obtain the lowliest of jobs. This becomes a catalyst for the creation of the United Human Remnant, an organization that gives homes both to humans and Vagrants. They work aboard previously decommissioned Vagrant ships that are cramped and dangerous, but the people on there enjoy the independence they have. Titan XCIX is one of these ships, and is the location where the game takes place. You play as a technician there, and as usual, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Something weird is going on with the ship. Things seem to be malfunctioning left and right. You are sent out to repair various facilities of the ship, but because the radar is down, the captain is flying blind. Next thing you know, your ship hits a meteor, or something like that, and you become separated from everyone else. Now, you need to find survivors while also repairing various parts of the ship.
It's down the corridor and to your left.
The game looks great. I'm not talking about the graphical quality, because this is obviously a Half-Life 2 mod, so it doesn't compare to something such as Crysis or Metro 2033. I'm talking about the aesthetics, the art design. It looks wonderful. Titan XCIX is a very atmospheric game. The ship not only looks creepy, but it literally feels foreign as well. Most of the signs and notices are written in the Vagrant language, so you get this feeling of uncertainty and isolation. The puzzles themselves are fairly simple and forgiving. They require a little bit of exploration, but it's a very linear game. Sections of the ship are arbitrarily blocked off until you continue through the story. The puzzles revolve around things such as shutting down steam valves, rebooting the ship's AI, and walking around the ship charging a huge battery whose charge resets if it gets damaged or if it touches water. Thankfully, you can easily quick save and quick load, and not only that, but the game also encourages you to do so if you're having trouble. There is a ton of voice acting here, which is typically uncommon of mods, but a very welcome addition, even if the voice acting here is not all that great. Voice acting is what can make you perceive that you're actually playing a complete original retail game, because it just adds that extra level of polish. As amazing as the mod Minerva Metastasis is, you do wish, as a player, that it was voice acted, because everything else there is so incredibly well done. Titan XCIX has a ton of dialogue, and all of it is voice acted by amateur voice actors. This is a plus. There was a Portal mod that I can't recall at the top of my head at the moment, but instead of getting people from the community to do the voice acting, they decided to get a text-to-speech converter instead. Even though it was a high-quality converter, it still sounded really fake and terrible. The voice acting here is a hit and miss. Some of it is terrible, while others do their job just fine. And because these weren't recorded in a professional studio, but most likely emailed to the developer from their own homes, the quality of the sound itself for some characters is a little lower. Despite the criticism, it's a very welcome addition to the mod, and doesn't detract from the experience whatsoever. I can't imagine how boring it would have been without all the voice acting, being forced to read all the dialogue lines instead. Overall, Titan XCIX is a very well done, high quality mod. I certainly hope that the developer didn't spend 2 years working only on part 1 here, because I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing and playing more of this. I highly recommend this mod not only to fans of puzzle games and people who enjoy strong narratives, but to everyone in general. It's a strong sign of what talented individuals are able to accomplish by themselves in their free time. The mod is free, and anyone who owns Half-Life Episode 2 can play it. And let's be honest, who at this point doesn't own the Half-Life series? I'm PvtHudson, and I'll see you guys next time.
Trick servers. Good luck, I guess.